What? What's up? Hey, what's cooking? Did you see in 4 different ways I use the word what? In English, we have a lot of expressions that we can make just with the word what. Do you want to learn all of those? Well, then you have just clicked on the right video, because today we are going to learn different expressions with the word what. And the best part is that you can use these expressions in your everyday conversation. So keep watching. My name is Michelle and this is Let's Talk. Okay, so the first expression that we can use with the word what is, what's the catch? Okay, well, you must be thinking if it has to do something with catching a ball. Not really. Here, what we are trying to catch is, we are going to catch something hidden, okay? What I mean is, let's say that you're having a conversation with your friend and your friend tells you that I'll sell you my car for $200. And you'd be like, just $200? What's the catch? This means that you are thinking that maybe your friend wants a favor in return, or maybe the car is damaged or there's some problem with the car, so they're trying to sell you the car. So we use the first phrase, what's the catch, to find a hidden problem or when you are doubting something, okay? So this phrase is used for doubting. Okay, now let's see the next one. What's the drill? So you know that drill is used to dug a hole in the ground, but here it has nothing to do with that. What's the drill is a phrase that you can often use in your office, okay, or especially if you join a new organization. The reason I'm saying that is because this phrase is used to ask about a company's procedures or rules, okay. So what's the drill is used to ask about procedures or rules. Take for example that you join a new workplace and you need to buy a computer for your office, but you don't know how to do that. If you want to order a computer, you could ask your colleague, hey, I want to order a new computer system for my office. What's the drill? Which means, what's the procedure for doing that, okay? And if someone asks you what's the drill, then don't be confused like, okay, what's he asking me? Well, he's just asking you the procedures or the rules of your company, okay? Now with this, we move to the next one, which is, what do you say? So saying, as we can see, is like we are asking someone to say something. What it means here is that we are asking someone to give their opinion, okay? So what do you say is used for, asking opinions. So when you want to ask someone for their opinion, you will say, what do you say? Okay, now think about this, that you're with your friend and you're telling her that on Saturday I'm going to shop and on Sunday I'm planning to hit the beach. I'd like you to join me. What do you say? Okay, so here you're asking her opinion, that would your friend like to join you or not for your weekend, okay, for your weekend plan. Now, there's a catch to this, okay. Like I used it, catch, which means there's a hidden element to this phrase, which is when you say this phrase, you don't say it like, what do you say or what do you say? You say it very fast and it comes out as, what do you say? Okay, so when you actually speak it, it comes more like, what do you say? It's almost like you're speaking this as one word without any gaps. What do you say? So the T and D actually merge and become D. So it's more like, what do you say? And the U becomes ya, because when we are talking, when we are conversing, we don't say the whole words, okay? So with this, we move to the next phrase. What goes around comes around. Okay, this means that if you hurt someone, it will come back to you. If you help someone, it will come back to you. So if you have hurt someone at your workplace or did something bad to someone, there's a high chance that they might tell you what goes around comes around, which means what you do comes back to you. So what you do comes back. to you. Okay, quite a useful phrase, isn't it? Okay, now the next one is, what do I owe ya? Okay, so owe means like how much money do I have to give you? Owe is always used in terms of money or an object that you've given to someone and you're supposed to give it back. Okay, so think about it, like if you're at your, you went to a restaurant or you went to a bar and you had about 3 to 4 drinks and you're done with it. You don't want to have any more drinks. So when the waiter comes and gives you your final and your last drink, you could ask them, what do I owe you? Instead of saying, what's the bill, or get the bill, or get the check, you could say, what do I owe you? Which means, how much money do I have to pay? Okay. So instead of saying that, you could obviously say, what do I owe ya? Now here's also, instead of saying you could say ya, which is more conversational and natural while talking. Okay, the next one is, what's eating him? Okay, obviously something cannot eat anyone. So what's going to happen here is, you will use this phrase when you are talking about a person who looks very irritated. Okay, looks very irritated or looks angry. So think about it, like you see your brother who looks very angry, he's going around the house screaming, where's my this, where's my that? So it's obvious that he's in a bad mood because of some reason. So you could ask your mom, what's eating him? Which means, what's bothering him? So eating here means bothering or troubling. Okay, now the next one is, what are you getting at? Okay, so have you ever been in a situation where a person is talking to you and that person is just going on talking, but they're not really telling you what they want to say, so they're not getting to the main point. So if a person that you're talking to, maybe your friend or somebody you know, a close person, if they're talking about something and they're not getting to the main point, you could ask them, what are you getting at? Which means, what's your main point? What are you trying to say? So this is used to ask about the main point. Okay, instead of saying, what are you getting at, you could also say, what are you driving at? Okay, which means that, what are you trying to say, or what's your main point? Okay. Now the next one is, what's done is done. This means that what's over is over. Like something can't be changed, okay? This means something can't be changed. Okay, think of it like this. If you have a friend who is regretting something that they did, for example, if they sold their car for $200 to somebody, okay, and then they get a call from another buyer saying that they would take it for $250, then they would start regretting, oh, why did I sell it to that guy for $200? I could have waited. And then you will say, what's done is done, which means it cannot be changed, okay? Now we look at the next one. What's the deal with? Okay, this is used to ask the status of something, okay? Used to ask the status. So think that you're in your office, okay, and you have a project to do with your colleagues and you're almost done, but the printing of the pictures which you need for the project is yet to be done. So you could say that, what's the deal with the pictures that we needed to print? Which means, have they been done or not? Okay, so here you're trying to ask the status for the pictures. And this is where you use this expression. So that's about what's the deal. And now we look at the next one, which is, what's cooking? So that's a very interesting phrase, but you will not use this when you smell something nice cooking in your kitchen. Of course, you can ask it there, it's not wrong, but here it means something else. What's cooking here means that you're asking someone what's new. I mean, what's happening in your life. So what's cooking is used to ask what's new. So you could ask this to your friend, when you speak to her after like a couple of days, you could say, hey Laura, what's cooking? And she could be like, yeah, nothing much, just doing my English homework. So a usual answer to this question, what's cooking, what's new, or what's up, is nothing much. Okay, so that's all for this lesson today, where we have looked at words and expressions related to what, and I hope this was useful and something new for you. Thank you so much for watching this till the end. See you guys very soon. Bye-bye.